With many experts saying that interest in silver just isn't there, how does David Morgan of the Morgan Report see it? David, thanks for joining us today.
Well, Danielle, it's great to be with you, and I see it very similar.
I was good. Oh, very similar.
Yeah,
okay.
There's the coin demand dropped off about 50% last year, or like 73 million ounces in coin demand, where the year before was like double that. So the investment side has definitely dropped off in silver over 2017.
So what do we need here to fix this market, David? Is it just a price rally?
Well, the CEO of Pan American said, was it Michael Steinman said, look, you need investment demand to come back into the market. Look, the overall demand side for industry is like 60%, but with investment demand, that's what increases your price. So we need more investor demand in silver again.
Jeff Christian was on earlier from CPM Group. He also said silver miners have not been doing a good job getting the interest there for silvers. Do you think that's too harsh of a criticism, or do you agree?
I don't know if it's the miners' job. I mean, all the miners want, investors, so I'd say partially. I'd say also more of the institutional side needs to promote the industry a little harder. The World Gold Council, the Silver Institute, I think they could do a better job. So I'd put the onus on them as well as the miners.
David, last time we spoke, you said if the gold-silver ratio got around 80, you'd sell your gold and just buy more silver. We're there now. What's your game plan?
Same. I would swap, my gold into silver and wait for the ratio to drop and then swap the silver back into gold. It's a great way to have a very low cost or almost a no cost effective means of increasing your metals position over time.
A lot of investors are just getting frustrated here with the silver price. They've been waiting for the breakout. When can we give them some good news here?
Well, there is some good news. This is a strategy that's become available very recently. I did my lecture on it here at the PDAC. It's a silver-backed cryptocurrency where people can commit silver physically to the project and have the potential, not the guarantee, to reap rewards.
You're launching it?
Silver. I'm helping promote it. I haven't launched it. It was launched about a year ago after the Vancouver Resource Conference in January of last year.
What's the interest been like?
Actually, it's been rather significant. A lot out of Europe, believe it or not. So a lot of the Montreal people that speak French have brought it to the French community, to France. A lot of them have committed, and of course a lot of Canadians and Americans.
Well, is this more of a trend we're going to see of metals backed by cryptocurrencies or vice versa?
I think that's the next step. I'm no crypto expert. I understand the blockchain somewhat, but I also understand real money and its function. And I think the thing lacking in the crypto space overall, or generally speaking, is trust. And nothing's more trusted than precious metals. So if you couple a real trust factor with cryptos, it brings a lot more to the table.
David, I stopped counting as to how many PDACs you and I have been attending. What's the sentiment like here for you, and what needs to change in our industry? Is there something that's bothering you?
Yeah. Well, I took a survey before I started my talk yesterday and asked how many thought it was more enthusiastic than last year. And very few people participated in my makeshift survey, but there are more people that felt like me that was more upbeat than last year. That's my take. I also asked the opposite question, how many felt it was lower energy than last year, and I had a couple of hands. But what's missing from the industry? Really what's missing is the studies done by CPM Group, by BMG here in Toronto, Bullion Management Group, Nick Beresheff, that the best portfolios have gold as part of the portfolio. And David Harquail mentioned that to you at the BMO conference, and that him as chairman of the World Gold Council is going to gather, I think in April, a gathering of like pension funds, sovereign wealth funds, maybe hedge funds, and they're going to have, I think, Alan Greenspan speak to that quorum of why it's absolutely positive, these are my words, not his, essential to have gold in a balanced portfolio. Jeff's made the point. Nick Beresheff's made the point, I'm making a point, because we need investment demand, and we need it for safety reasons.
It's almost like the industry is just waking up to this idea now, or at least they're acting on it. That's what I feel.
Well, again, coming back to the earlier question, why isn't the Silver Institute and the World Gold Council promoting that idea? Because the study was initially done by Harvard University. Nick Beresheff paid for Ibbotson and Associates to do this similar study like over a decade ago, and Jeff's been talking about it at the Silver Summit for the last couple of years. So now, I guess maybe it's time for me to get in their face and say, hey, buy gold.
All right, something to follow for sure. David Morgan, thanks so much.
My pleasure, always.
And thanks for watching our coverage here from the PDAC. We'll have much more for you. Stay tuned, kitco.com. Thanks, David.